I decided to join the Brotherhood because I wanted to be surrounded with other people that, you know, had the same values as me, were going through the same life experiences of me. I decided to join the Brotherhood because I wanted to connect with people from all around the world in different culture, backgrounds, religions, experiences, and just kind of get their perspective on how I do things and just kind of having that background influence their feedback to me. They were able to like use that background to kind of give insight into like where I was coming from, and just kind of being able to get multiple perspectives on that was just going to be like, I think, like really interesting and fun. Like what I like about the fact that the group in general and like-minded is that, I think a lot of the times we kind of fall into this place where I feel like a lot of times what you need to do to grow the business, but I think it's just also like good to kind of have people around you that have done it, and then obviously getting their insight and feedback. I guess just kind of like that, like kind of going through that journey together, right? And I guess too, the accountability aspect to it, just being able to have more accountability, because I feel like that's one of the biggest things for me. Like just being able, I feel like when I've been able to perform the best is when I've kind of had someone to account to, I guess. Brotherhood has benefited me in terms of my man, I guess I would say it's like I feel a lot more centered, and there's like alignment between a little bit more about like what I'm doing and where I want to go, or like what I'm doing, but what I'm really passionate, or you know what I mean? Like I just guess I feel like where I said like I was a little directionless, I feel like I just have better direction. And that with the platform that I feel like you guys have given us, where like we're able to talk about, just talk and kind of like put it out there into the universe or whatever, even just that in itself creates like this relief, and even just almost like realizations a lot of times, or like insights. And I think a lot of the insights that I've had is just me kind of blabbing out what I needed to say or how I felt, and then even as I'm blabbing it out, I'm just like, or like my mind is like working on my behalf and helping me like with the solution. Like I have a realization or whatever, or then I get feedback from one of the guys that like then kind of helps me like see it a little bit better, right? The Brotherhood has benefited me in terms of just like my alignment between like with myself. I mean, it's definitely gotten like some improvement, and I feel like I don't I feel like there's been like just steady improvement over time, right? So where I first started, like I did, and you guys just encouraged me to like get back and working with the trainer. So I did end up like bringing him back on, and I started working out with him like twice a week. I'm just kind of like getting more conditioning, just getting my mindset is getting a little bit better, where I'm just like, yeah, like I'm gonna be more consistent with working out, with how I'm eating, like all that stuff. So yeah. Well, I think a lot of it has helped in regards to just being able to share whatever, some of the more like some of the deepest or darkest thoughts that we've ever had, right? Like being able to just like openly discuss them. I don't know why there's like sometimes I have like this fear associated to just kind of like talking about it, or because I don't know, maybe I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's fear or what, but it's just like as part of society, you're not used to talking about those things, right? Or like you kind of keep those things to yourself. At least in my family, that's kind of how it's always been. Like we never really, it's not something we discuss,